Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to Let's Play the Outer World. We quickly go through this conversation where we in the middle stopped, sorry, but that needs to be, and we go with the charm. But the question was, truthfully spoken, I do aim probably represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise. If by nugget of paradise you mean piece of many dung, sorry, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
Senya said you know something about a corporation operating in Sequidon Monarch. That's nice. Need a hand for hire. That's nice too. So let's start with that.
If it's one that don't mind getting dirty, then I sure do. But how am I to know whether you're reliable, if not fully trustworthy?
You don't? Yeah.
I do admire blunt honesty, so I'm willing to give a business arrangement between us a try. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King, Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I get a feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
What specifically do you want me to do? Easy as eating a crusty pig pie. That's one. No, first, I don't want to be arrogant, right?
Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details. So long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut, or his production lines ought to make do.
Okay, any tips on how I might get in? Yeah, okay.
If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know.
Okay, so I wanted to sabotage. Say I just kill Clive.
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
Okay, what if I decided to sabotage the factory instead?
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
Sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Okay, before we explore the upstairs.
Catherine's great, ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
You know how their smoke are all crusty outside, but warm and squishy inside? I'm pretty sure she's crust all the way through.
Let us get the...
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed
ID?
mold-free. Was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Catherine said you give me an ID cartridge of the C&P factory.
Not so fast. My biometric IDs are special goods. Only on offer to special clients. You cotton?
I think the fact that Catherine's Merlin sent me for it makes me special enough. The secret of your illicit dealings is safe with me. Cross my heart. The first one is good.
She needs it for a job? Well, why didn't you say so? Reckoned you asked her where to best procure one, and she obligingly pointed you my way. Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a CMP factory line worker, she sure is a beauty. Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers. Will that be all, or do you require something to say, scratch your itch?
No, we should go. Okay, good. That went well. We could have lied to him. I think this would have not any...
I don't think I like Miss Catherine. Not just on account of the swearing, though she swears awful much.
Oh, yeah?
She's fine. Well, so long as you ain't on her bad side. Then she's liable to drown you in the waterfall.
That's... Oh, those ones... Bumblebee. That looks nice. Oh, that's an interesting character. At least she looks... The character looks... Let's
Folks
stop.
I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story?
Unlike the drink, well, it's the stranger thing, really, but I was frozen in space for 70 years and then one day... Oh, yeah.
Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to. Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand?
How many bits are we talking? I understand, alright?
Splendid. We appear to be of the same mind. Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater in all of Fallbrook. I got some snacks on offer too from time to time.
This is a sublight bar?
If you're asking if it's Sublight owned, then yes. If you're asking if we give discounts to Sublight employees, then the answer is not only no, but doubly no. Ms. Malin
yes?
built the bar, the saloon, and the town to boot. If you got business with Sublight, I suggest you follow up with her.
Okay.
Your eyes do not...
We're
Who
looking
ain't
for
these
work.
days? Everything runs through Ms. Malin here, so you might start with her.
Okay. We're just passing through. Thank you. So, quest we already have. Okay, doesn't she sell rooms? Okay. It's like a motel then, where you sleep the night with 3, not in a bed, but in different beds, but that's, well, I think some place I could not sleep. This door's locked.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be
fancier, stocked with better booze.
Oh, hello, Julius.
Can I help you? Don't think we've spoken before. I would remember. You look, well, I wouldn't forget what you're wearing, no.
Why would we have spoken before?
Most of the freshies spend their first night in the saloon. Fresh to Fallbrook, I mean. Me? I've been here going on 3 days now. I'm real friendly. Figure I've talked up everyone in town by now. But not you yet.
Seems it's your lucky day.
Every day I've been here has been my lucky day. Never won so much in my whole life. Aside from a close call during my wilderness hike, it's been a grand adventure. I'm dreadful blessed that Captain Criley hired me onto the crew.
Close call? No, which crew?
You wouldn't have heard of them. They're just a small pot of smugglers. Kept getting their spoils stolen when they went to fence them. So they hired on a merc. They didn't mind my being so talkative, or them being my first protection gig. Captain Criley, he does ask me to shut it sometimes. In fact, I probably shouldn't be flapping my gums about his crew at all.
How did you wind up in Fallbrook? Any survival tips? I'm looking for Devil's Peak, that we already know.
Well, Captain Criley wanted to take a pit stop. I'm the hired security, see? They pay me to guard the cargo, but right now the hull's empty. It's my first shore leave with the crew, and my maiden voyage before that. I can tell you it's been a real hoot.
Okay, she's talking too much. Any survival tips?
Captain warned us to take care around Devil's Peak. The bigger beasties tend to roam the slopes there. Mid-morning, I thought I'd try Fallbrook's self-guided wilderness hike, the one that leads up around the mountain. Safe enough, else they wouldn't advertise, right? Wrong. Scarcely made it back in one piece.
Alright, I'm looking for Devil's Peak, although we already know that.
Look for the horns and you can't miss it. Even I saw them when we flew overhead.
Horns?
Massive curved stone peaks if you want to get technical. They're part of the mountain terrain.
Okay, that's all for now. I am honestly...
Right then. Very well.
I'm actually a little bit disappointed by this town. Because I was... What was that for? Anyways, the glass looks really cool. I was expecting way more quests coming in. Don't get me wrong with the disappointed. Disappointment is always a weird word, right? But I was really looking for many quests here. So, any one of you, employee, vendor, machines. Okay, nothing out of the special, out of the ordinary I of course meant. Nobody in here, can I? Oh, what's that? Oh, crispy chops, okay. I wonder, I guess they gotta
Feeling
be...
like the civilized type, the waterfall's a good spot to wash your clothes.
Did you, by the way, just tell me that I'm dirty? Okay, I'll accept. Clark. Patron. Although they are at a wonderful location here. Is this a location where we can... that stuff like this is integrated in the city? I am a little bit confused about, to be utterly honest. They're not talking. And I guess this would be the landing platform for our ship. I just am looking... Okay, I was hoping for experience points for clues. Okay, then this should be it for this town. I said already I'm a little bit disappointed by how many quests we have received. Just like a lot of talking and no quests. Yes, we received 1 or 2 clues. No, 1 or 2 quests to be precise. That then actually means we are already getting out of the city. And then be on the way to do the closest thing we have available.
Knock, knock.
Go away, White.
That's not how the game works. I say knock, knock, like I'm on...
No, but thank you. I'm quite alright as I am.
Wait, what?
Oh, you're still here. I said I don't require anything at this time. Run along now. I've had more than enough to satisfy my thirst for one evening.
Okay, serious. What's the deal?
Deal? A rather bad one indeed. The fella swore Fallbrook was unrivaled in its leisurely pursuits. But it seems to me the whole town is designed primarily to leech one's bits. And now that I've run dry, or nearly so, the fellas have abandoned me back to Byzantium. You wouldn't leave a friend in need, I'm sure. Don't suppose I could just ask you to scram.
Okay, yes you can. Alright then, we will just head out and make our first steps into the right direction. But maybe at one point we will get more. I guess we are gonna get more quests here. I'm just guessing when our reputation has increased to a certain level, which we will obviously do with the quest for Catherine. That is the, so to say, big plan here. Suckerbait should be right around the, well, not right around the corner, but, and that would, okay, so we can conclude them all but in the next episode. That's actually quite cool. So, the thing is, the next episode will be a complete new session, a new recording session, so I obviously cannot guarantee that I remember, but I do my best. And we're gonna have a little bit of action here. I will try not to... Sorry, I was concentrating there. I will try to do the quests in...
That's the last of them.
Oh yeah, do the quests and not turn them in advance. If that makes any sense. To complete at least 2 quests, if that is possible. That might not be possible, but I hope so. And then afterwards hand them in. I know, it's, for this game actually, not the ideal solution as well, since there might be a lot of talking involved, so we might not conclude it in one episode, I don't know. But that is something we are gonna find out in the next episode. Oh, 2 items, I just thought for a second only 1. But I'm not complaining here. So, the good part is we had a little bit of action. I know the last 2 episodes have been a little bit boring, but the one before, in my opinion... Okay, I for a second thought that was a mine. But the one before was quite action-loaded, before the last one.
That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. Steer clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound still. I'll let you know when we can start ascending.
Okay, thank you. So, if I go back to the journal, actually, that should be sucker bait, right? Okay, there. Guys, the sucker bait quest we are gonna do in the next episode. For now, you know it. I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a little thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see ya in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day. Stay frosty.